This was how it was for the other one.
And this is how it is for this one. So I guess let's pause it and play it back and see how we sound.
I don't understand.
Hi, Della.
Hi, Della. Oh, the little baby.
Okay.
Okay, well, here we are.
All right.
We are at the end of season 7.
Yeah, here's what's going to happen is the fact that I'm holding your dog in my lap. Now my dog has come over here.
You got double dogs.
I got double dog.
Double dog dare you.
Double
Oh,
dog
Della,
dare.
what's on your mouth? What's this? A little fuzzy?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that little fuzzy, little Della?
One of you dogs smells real bad.
It's probably Della.
I don't know. It could be Whiskers.
Smell her.
No, I'm good.
She got that old lady butthole, you know?
You might have to take Della because
It smells so bad.
Whiskey's not cool with it.
Not happy. Come here,
Yeah.
Della. You come to mama.
Yeah.
You come to your mama. Ah! Ah!
Oh my gosh. This is what happens when we have dogs.
She doesn't smell that bad.
Then it's whiskey.
She smells kind of like a hamster.
I think most dogs smell like Fritos. Like corn chips.
Here you go. She doesn't like, you know, she's like,
Yeah, she likes to be free.
She
Don't
likes
you
to
think
be
dogs smell like corn chips? I think they do, particularly their paws. Whiskey smells like corn chip, and so did Honey the dog. She smelled like a corn chip.
corn chips. Yeah. Hi, I'm Maggie.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're sisters.
In law.
We're watching Suits one episode at a time.
It's a show so nice, I've watched it twice.
And a show so great, I'm watching it late.
Thanks so much for tuning in.
Maggie's never seen it and Amanda's obsessed. They don't wear fancy suits, they are casually dressed. They are sisters-in-law and they got a show about a law firm drama that aired a few years ago. Only Suits fans, only Suits fans. Only Suits fans, only Suits fans. Only Suits fans, only Suits fans. Only Suits fans.
Maggie, season 7.
Season 7. What a wild ride.
What a controversial ending, right?
Very
We talked
controversial
about it in the
ending.
last episode.
Yes.
And you made a lot of predictions, and I'm just curious how many of these actually, came through.
Okay, well, here we go.
Should we do predictions first, or should we do the briefies in the box?
Well, you know what? Yeah, well, let's do the Briefies, Boxers, and Briefies and Boxers first, and then we'll do predictions.
Yeah, because this is our favorite episode of season 7. It is the bonus episode of
Briefies, Boxers, Predictions, and
bloopers.
Beep, 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 beep.
Bloopers.
Bloopers. If you were to say this episode, it'd be...
Yeah. Now you got double dog.
I got double dog. Whiskey just is like, is someone petting a dog? Because I am a dog.
I'm a dog and I need to be petted.
Are you petting a dog? Yeah. I am a dog.
Yeah.
Did you know I am a dog? I have a human eye, but I am a dog.
If I have 2 dogs here, and one of those dogs comes and snuggles with me, Whiskey's like, I see you, and I'll raise you a snuggle, and just very passively and slowly comes and snuggles that other dog out of the way.
Yeah,
it's like, no, actually, that's my human. Thank you.
Get back the phone.
But not like he's not aggressive about it.
No.
It's so casual the way he can like push a dog out of the way.
Yeah.
It's
He's
really
like, I
funny.
will throw my weight around.
Yeah, and he is the biggest dog.
He's the biggest dog in the world. He's like Clifford.
He is. All right, let's hear your briefie.
Okay, here's my nomination for Briefy.
Okay.
This is season 7, episode 6. Amanda, you improvised this brief. And honestly, it was perfection. The pacing, the hand gestures that could not be seen but can somehow be felt and heard in the podcast, your enunciation. It's like, it made me think, why do we even write briefs when this is the beautiful words that you can come up with on the spot like this?
I know, right?
I was so impressed by this improvised brief.
I'm flattered, and I really appreciate your vote of confidence because I was nervous, and I knew that I was shaking my shoulders a lot in this one. I had like a shoulder shake.
Yeah.
Oh, do. But it was kind of imposter syndrome, Like I felt a little bit like an imposter.
But then when you did it, you were like, I kind of am
To
great.
like fake the confidence.
It was
I had it.
Fake it more because
Thank
that was
you.
great.
You heard it first. Maggie told me to fake it more.
Fake it more.
Fake it more.
Don't ever be real.
No.
Only be fake.
Only be fake. Let's just do it. I'm going to improvise it.
Okay. All right. Improvise this brief.
Here's my brief. Ready? Who do we really think the bad man is in this specter-lit world? The hard truth is there are lots of options, but no one really fits the bill. Mike tries to be a good man by teaching Oliver a lesson when he's really acting like a bad man the way he talks to Harvey. Donna was a bad woman by kissing Harvey and making him a bad man with Paula, which made him the cheater that his mom was because she was a bad woman. The record guy, whose name I don't remember, is a bad man because he's been asking for a lot of good law favors for 10 years off the books, which is bad, bad, bad. And speaking of bad, Jessica Pearson has asked Harvey to commit a financial crime by just sliding a cool $2 million in unmarked bills into an untraceable account. Bad, bad, bad Pearson. And sweet little Louis Litt was so good as a young boy, but boy did he get treated bad by his girlfriend. The hard truths are hard to answer here. Who really is the baddest man of them all? I gotta say, you had one that was so genuinely real and authentic that I have to nominate it. It was episode 5, and this is after we had seen episodes 9 and 10. Mm-hmm. And this is kind of like when everything happens. There's like so much smooching and drama and everything. And like the way that you delivered it, it was so, I felt like I was there watching it with you. Like the reaction was typed and delivered completely in the Maggie Ruth Austin vein that I would like to see. Like it was so perfect.
Thank you.
Not being vain. I'm just saying like through that vein.
No.
Like it was just, I just felt like I was hearing your reaction and our listeners were hearing your reaction as if they were sitting in your living room.
Watching it live.
Watching us live. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was great.
Holy smoocheroo. Donna kisses Harvey at the end of episode 10, and I don't know where we go from here. Speaking of smooches, Lewis's sass smooch has landed him some smoochulations and filled him with regret. Speaking of regret, Alex does not regret leaving Bratton Gould, even as they try to make him a second-rate attorney and steal his big client. Speaking of clients, Harvey and Mike's guilty client lands them in a whole heap of trouble when it brings back a skeleton Harvey didn't even know was in his closet, a nemesis that he doesn't even recognize, Andy Malik. Speaking of skeletons, it's not even Halloween, and these episodes were good for a few jump scares. Two very different styles of Briefies, but both, I think, solid nominations.
You know what? I had to buy some new briefs
after watching this season because you shit yourself.
I didn't shit myself
because you were like, "What the what?"
Yeah, sometimes it's time for a new little pair of panties.
Yeah, it is true.
I bought a couple different sets because I was like, depends on my mood. And
are they depends?
They're not depends. No, Maggie. Okay, I'm in my early 30s. They are not depends. So. But it depends on your mood.
Yeah, it
right?
does.
Like,
mm-hmm.
I'm like, is this what I want to wear? Is this what I want to wear?
Yeah.
And that's how this is. These two briefs.
Yes. They both fit like a glove, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we got to talk about some boxers.
Sure.
So, this is my boxer nomination is episode 8. Mm-hmm. And I know I just really puffed a lot of smoke about improvising a brief.
Puffed a lot of smoke.
Puffed it out. I was blazing.
Puff,
I was on a blazing. Puff it out. But I think that this is why we do write briefs and we don't improvise them. And I will say that I take accountability for this because I was involved in the improvising of this brief. Uh-huh. But I think it's like lightning doesn't strike twice. You know, we can't improvise every brief because this, compared to the episode 6 brief, not so great.
Yeah. Well, and one of our friends has always said that improv, even at its best, is only 60% successful. So
that's the ratio here.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm the other half of this equation because I didn't write it, and I actually should own this way more and accept. I should just go ahead and accept the boxer for this. I mean, you can nominate it, but I'm nominating it because I'm nominating myself.
Well, I'm nominating it because we already know your track record of improvising briefs is 100%, and then I just step in.
I stuck you in a spot you shouldn't have had to be in, Maggie, and that wasn't fair to you by showing up completely unprepared. I would never do that in the court of law, Ever.
You know what? These boxers are like the kind that have like a rip and are ding dongs just hanging out. That's how I feel about these boxers.
Dude, my ding dong was hanging out big time. It was a ding dang donging.
We do have big ding dongs.
We had big, long ding dang dongs.
And we need to make sure that they're kept in briefs.
I need to, because you never know we're going to run.
Yeah, we can't just be flopping around with that in the boxer.
We can't be flopping around. So my big ding dang dong, my long ding dang dong, was just hanging out like a sarong.
So we both nominated episode 8 for our boxer.
Yeah, Tiny Violin. Because we did this one
word
at
a
time. And sometimes that's great, and sometimes
that's
not. Roll that beautiful brief footage. It's
amazing.
Oh, wait, I was going to say that. Yeah, okay, let's keep going. It's
amazing
that
this
episode
did
really
combine
2
incredible
different
stories
into
1
mega
story
that
kinda
sorta
flopped.
However,
I
am
still
reeling
about
how
our
stars
got
together
and
are
going
to
move
across
the
country
to
Seattle
in
just
0
days.
Also,
can
we
discuss
the
fact
that
Harvey
and
Donna
are
dancing
and
maybe
are
into
each
other
and
also
Lewis
and
Sheila,
wow,
yes,
get it
on.
I
love
that
they
are
in
love
with
each
other,
and
I
can't
wait
to
see
season
8
and
recap
what
happens
in
season
8.
Okay, let's get into some predictions. I would like to recap my season 7 predictions that I made at the end of season 6 to see how well I did with my season long predictions.
Okay.
Because I make them every episode, but I have these like, this is what this is going to be like. Okay, so season 7, I predicted that Mike's agreement to help the clinic is not going to be what he promised and could make people upset with him. But I think in true Mike Ross fashion, people will be charmed. I thought that Oliver would start working at Spectre Lit Ross, which was my prediction, that Mike would become a name partner more and more, and I thought that Oliver would become a better attorney. I think that this got a little too specific, but I do think the sense of this prediction was accurate, right?
I'll let you have it.
Like, because Mike did end up working again with the clinic.
Yeah.
Oliver is a much better attorney for his partnership with Mike. And people were charmed even though Mike screwed them all over.
Yeah.
Because he found a way to get out of it. I thought that we were going to meet some of the associates that Lewis brought over from Zane. And maybe one is mad that he's not getting enough of a piece of pie for his wife and tries to prove himself and goes up against Mike Ross. No one went up against Mike Ross, but this was the season where someone goes up against Lewis Litt, right? And she sues him for sexual harassment. And Lewis has to grow up a lot.
Yeah, that all happened in this season.
That happened in this season. So we did get to see, and we also saw Brian from Craig from Degrassi. Yeah. And he's really trying to prove himself, but not in a way of going against Mike Ross. But yes, we got to meet them. So, you know, this is not a huge win for me.
Okay.
I thought that season 7 was going to open up on Mike and Rachel's wedding in Harvey's apartment, which was very wrong because it closes with their wedding at the Ritz.
Yeah.
Or at the plaza. So this was just a big L for me.
Yeah, that's
total opposite.
You have to take an L, but you did get the word wedding right.
I did get the word wedding. Rachel. I did.
Right people, right event,
wrong time, wrong venue.
But you know what? That's the case for a lot of people when it comes to a wedding.
It's true.
Hence the reason that over half of marriages end in divorce.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay, I had 2 more predictions. I thought Sheila Sass was going to come back in and scoop Lewis's broken heart up. I think this is true. And then I thought that Harvard grads are once again interested in the firm, so she has to come by to discuss candidates. Not true. She is working for Columbia now.
Yeah.
But she did come back, and I'm so grateful for her being here with us.
Yeah.
I think Donna is going to find this something she's looking for. I thought maybe a new job because those jerks made fun of her for being a legal secretary. And then Harvey's like, wait, don't go. And then they kiss. She did get a new job. She became COO of the company. And they did kiss. It was not Harvey initiating the kiss.
He didn't say, don't go. She said, come here.
She didn't even say nothing.
She just did
She just went, well.
And then said, sorry, Harvey. I just had to know.
And then he was like, what?
You like me?
I never, ever, ever would have predicted Paula. But I did make predictions for season 8.
You did?
I did.
I knew you would.
I did these right after watching.
Let's hear it.
So
I
they're
want
a
to hear all your hot takes about season 8.
Here we go.
Okay.
I was feeling a little emotional about it. So
Okay, that's fine. I want you to lean into that.
Okay.
Feel those emos.
So I said, I guess we will never see Rachel and Mike again.
Okay.
But I do think that we will see Mike sometimes, just like Jessica. But I think that was the end for Rachel. And I'm still mad about that send-off.
Okay.
About how for 7 seasons we have been watching this relationship develop, and then we just write them off in the last 20 minutes of the show, and they're just like, yep, we're moving to Seattle. We don't see them go to Seattle. We don't see anything about that.
Nope. They're never at the Needle.
We just literally, the last time we see Rachel, she's just dancing at her wedding. And that's it.
In a dress that I would have never picked for her.
I never would have picked that. I was thinking more
form-fitting.
More slinky.
Yeah.
Less princessy.
Yeah.
I guess because she was going to be a princess.
Yeah, but she didn't wear that kind of dress at all to get married.
No, she wore
loved her wedding
such a
dress.
beautiful dress.
Stunning.
I really love her, Meghan Markle.
Big fan. Can't wait for us to do With Love. You know that was an option for my students
to watch With Love?
Is to watch With Love, because it's talking about like being design, like human-centered design, and
it really
designing
is.
like with the end user in mind.
Yes.
And having watched it, I was like, boom, I'm adding that to the approved list of shows.
And are people watching it?
One person's watched it and turned in their paper. I haven't looked at all the papers, but
yeah,
I'm excited.
It really is. It's like, I want them to, in the very first episode, she's like, I make these bath salts because I want them to have a restful night.
So
anyways.
Great. We love you, Megan.
We love you, Meghan Markle. We love you, Meghan Markle. Who has a new podcast too. Okay. I also hope that we never have to go to Chicago again. I don't know why I hated this so much, but I do feel like part of it is I want to watch Pearson. I want to watch Suits. I do not want to watch Pearson inside of Suits. It's like a turducken.
Yeah.
It's not natural.
A Suits duckin'?
A Suits duckin'.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make sense to me, and I was so frustrated by it.
Yeah.
And now I just don't even want to go to Chicago.
I get it.
Keep on a prediction
Maggie
town bus or anything.
Of the Windy City.
Unless I am there on vacation or specifically to watch Pearson. I don't want it in my New York show.
I get it. I
don't want it. Get it out of here. So I really hope we never go back.
Okay.
Lewis and Sheila. So glad she came back into our lives, into Lewis's life. This is what makes sense. This is natural. This makes me happy. I think this is the season they tie the knot. Okay? So I think let's mirror this to season 7. Season 7, Sheila comes back. They get together with Lewis. She gets together with Lewis. And then Rachel and Mike get married. So we send one couple off to the altar and the other is coming together.
Okay.
I think this will also happen in season 8. I think Lewis and Sheila will get married. And then we watch Harvey and Donna come together.
Ooh.
I think that we just have to...
Saucy prediction.
And then season 9, what is going to happen?
I don't know.
I'm not there yet because I have to watch season 8 to confirm, to let these thoughts congeal.
Yeah, let the juices congeal.
But I think that we're going to get out of this platonic place that Harvey and Donna are in.
Okay.
Then I think Daddy Zane is going to come in. It's going to become Zane Spector Lit. The Zeal firm. Maybe Alex will get name partner too.
Okay.
I forget what his last name is.
Williams.
Doesn't fit in there.
Charlie
really nice.
from the West Wing.
Charlie from the West Wing. Psych. But I think Daddy Zane's going to come in and he's going to be... Daddy is home. He is here. He is making moves. And he's gonna clean it up.
Yep.
And then, just now I just had this prediction. Daddy Zane has a heart attack.
Oh, no.
He dies
Okay.
at the end of season 8.
Okay.
And we get rid of all the Zanes. Zanes are all gone by the end of season 8. Mm-hmm. All of them are gone.
Okay. Well, those are some strong predictions. Bold. Can't confirm or deny, but I know what happens.
I know you know.
We are going to take a week off.
Yes.
We are going to drop this bonus episode for you, and then we are going to take 1 week off from OG Suits. We will still be tuning in this Sunday Night Live for the Suits LA.
Yes, please.
We're going to have a big, fun watching party.
With
Us.
Amanda and Maggie.
And whoever is joining us. And then we will come back. So we just need to take a little podcation because we got to get organized. We got a lot of stuff going on. We're trying to get geared up and all situated for these last 2 seasons.
Situated.
In the meantime, make sure to check us out at onlysuitsfans.com. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And you can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
And if you don't know what to say for your review, you can just say, I like this podcast.
I like this podcast.
I like it so much.
I like to like it.
I like to like it. I like to like it. I like to like it.
Okay, see you next season.
Bye-bye.
Sometimes I talk to the witches there and ask them, I didn't say, Maggie, go buy me some dildos.
No. And I was so uncomfortable. I did it to be extra large.
How'd you feel about it?
I thought it was good. Musical dildo.
All of a sudden, they're in your bedroom. I'm not used to being watched.
But you know who always knows?
The Lord.
Uncle Sam.
Oh.
And the Lord.
Fine.
Something is tickling my...
It's Persepolis.
Yeah, she's in there.
You may get it in here.
Get it in there, girl. Get that squatty long dick in there.
Oh, well, Amanda, you gonna show up for work today?
You're gonna have so much to cut. I'm so sorry.